the best NHL promotions we've ever seen. Pens, Yager, Bobblehead Night. We get a...
I got worked.
I think we all got worked. The local Pittsburgh stations got worked too. You could see like their local affiliate television stations reporting this. And this is the... it was on NHL.com, so this is crazy. The Penguins announced today that their shipment carrying the Yager bobbleheads for tonight's game has been stolen en route to Pittsburgh. As a result, the bobbleheads will not be distributed at tonight's game, but will be distributed at a later date. And then they follow that up in the afternoon with Jaromir Jagr and a bobblehead, and him basically in his truck and putting it in, or like I guess it's a Ford truck because it was sponsored by Ford, but it was really, really well executed. And it was funny because you see some of the Penguins writers, and I don't blame them for this, go, man, this is just another nail in the coffin of just a terrible year, right?
Oh, when it was announced that the bobbleheads were stolen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I said. I go, this is one of the most, when it rains, it pours things I've ever heard.
It was really well done.
They hit the ice, and they can't do a thing right. Like, just over the last couple of weeks, they cannot do a thing right. And now they have a bobblehead night. And they get stolen. Who's ever heard of that? And they were showing up on eBay or something like that. And turns out we all got worked.
We did. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I know Keith Olbermann did not like it.
No way.
Keith Olbermann
really?
was really upset about it.
Oh.
I'm like, man, can people have some fun? This is the best promotion I think an NHL team has done in years. Like next to Gritty. And by the way, there was a bunch of, I think the Flyers responded with like a Gritty meme or whatever. But next to Gritty coming out and being the mascot for the Flyers, has there been a better promotion?
They do a great job. The Penguins do.
They do.
They do a really good job with that stuff. It's good to see they haven't lost their touch under new management. Not that they would, but things change.
It's nice that I think likely for a guy like Kyle Dubas, as hard as this year has been, when you look at something like that, first off, Penguins' relationship with their community is a lot different than, say, what we would have in Toronto, because Toronto's just a different city. It's a different animal. And it's a much, much bigger city here. The Penguins need to do fun stuff. The Leafs don't. And it must be fun to work for an organization where you can do kind of off-the-wall stuff like that. Because the Toronto Maple Leafs are like, I don't know what it is, but they're so big that they almost feel like they can't, or they could.
Why not?
But internally, they feel like, no, we couldn't do that. That's not the Toronto Maple Leaf way.
Why not just do things for the fun of it? Like,
see, I don't think that they do. They think that way.
They ought to.
I think so too. I mean, the next gen game is a really good local thing that they do to make sure kids get in the building at least once a year. But that's because they have to do that to grow the game.
You know what? I don't know if this could be studied or whatever, but the Leafs could take a lot of lessons from the growth of the Toronto Raptors. And I'm not just
I'm
not just talking about winning. Like, that team was pretty bad for a long time, but the word would always get out because people would go to Leaf games, they'd win or they lose, but they'd be a Leaf game every time. And every couple seasons, someone who was a huge hockey fan, didn't really give a damn about basketball, would go to a Raptors game. And they'd be like, man, that was fun. There's always something going on. The Raptors going crazy, and he's dumping popcorn on people. There's like a 5-second whistle. Doesn't matter. We can't have any dead space. Here come the dancers and everything. There's always something going on. There's a halftime show of some sort. And
the Raptors are the YouTube version of jump cuts, by the way.
Well, yeah.
No dead air.
No dead air. But did they have to do all those things?
No.
Well.
Yes. Sorry, yes.
They did.
Yes.
Because they needed to. They had the Herculean task of penetrating a market completely dominated by the Leafs. And they did it. They did. And the Jays were back-to-back World Series champions, 2 years prior to the Raptors joining the city? Like, they had a big hill to climb, and it took them a while to do it, but you could argue maybe not the way they're playing now, but
I think the longest tenured rapper has been there for a few months right now. So it's not a Raptors team.
I think you guys have the story wrong, the bobblehead story.
Why?
They were actually stolen.
See, that is what,
And yeah, Keith Olbermann just went with because they released the video of the bit of afterwards, but they filmed that afterwards to make fun of them being actually stolen. But they were stolen.
They were actually
and
stolen?
the people got
What?
the vouchers. Yeah, Jesse Marshall quote tweeted Keith Olbermann. He's like, the Yager bobbleheads were stolen. Unfortunately, Keith Olbermann put out his story as reality to social media.
Hilarious.
He's going to get free. I don't know what that word is.
Fricasseed.
Fricasseed. What does that mean?
I don't know. No man has ever been up their own ass more.
Well,
So anyway,
Also, I wouldn't be able to see
that means Steve and I
he
were
still
gone
has
in-
me blocked.
yeah,
we were got in the different way.
I think you guys were got by social media being like, oh, it's fake. They just did this for promotion. No, they actually got stolen. And the police are involved in California trying to retrieve the bobbleheads. But
Wait,
Hilarious.
can
Yeah.
you go back to that?
to the Jesse Marshall tweet, yeah.
No. Keith Olbermann said people should be fired.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's,
You're
I-
a piece of shit.
Hey. I think what it is. I think he's being. It's almost like when you wrote "Please Care" and Mike Johnson took that seriously.
Oh, I didn't say please fire the Leafs. I hope they lose their job.
Yeah, so Keith Olbermann quote tweeted the Penguins Yager going to go find the bobbleheads thing, and he said, "Looks like the Yager bobbleheads were stolen. Story is a bit." Unfortunately, the Penguins put out the story as reality to the news media. They are going to get fricasseed.
Fricasseed. Yeah, make sure to tag them.
That's the
too.
word he keeps using.
You wiener.
People should be. He said people should be fired for this. That's what. And then I think it's actually true that they got.
Okay, well, what they did with Yager, because he had the one bobblehead, right,
Yeah.
of the 18,000 that were
Yeah.
stolen, I think is brilliant.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
So we were just got in the wrong way, Steve, and that's okay.
Well, you know
I
what?
still
I was
think
like,
it's
what-
brilliant.
I'm
what is going on
embarrassed
here?
that
Let
I
me-
believed a story,
Yeah.
so I think people should be fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Keith Olbermann was advocating for people to get fired because they made a joke about their things being stolen.
Yeah, and I think he was being obtuse with that.
Yes,
I
as he
don't think
does.
he actually means that people should be fired. I want to throw this out there, Jesse. I just sent you a text.
Sure.
The Yager bobbleheads have appeared online. You can now buy them. They're $100 American with $25 shipping. So if you want to buy them in Canada, it's approximately $134.71.
Okay,
So you could buy the
is
Yager
that a
bobblehead.
fake posting though?
Well,
Like, I imagine there might be repercussions for just like what are you gonna say? You found them at the side of the road? They're stolen.
what do you do with them? What's the plan?
That's-
You've got over 10,000 of these. What are you going to do?
That's what I was wondering. I was like, okay, so you stole 20,000 bobbleheads because that's approximately what they got because PPG Paints Arena holds 18 plus thousand. So how do you then make a profit off of that? Because you can't individually sell them all on eBay over time.
No, you
That's
gotta-
too many bobbleheads. They'll just be like, whose listing is this for 20,000 bobbleheads?
You got to go to Rhodes or Saint Denis and sell them at the fence.
What's
So what's the plan for the criminal here?
I know. I wondered actually, because I don't know much about stealing stuff. Did they know what they were stealing?
So that's where you go to, okay, if there's no plan for that, that means they stole it by accident. So
They wanted something else.
They wanted the shipping container, and then whatever's in there, they're gonna
Yes.
they're gonna grab that stuff and they're gonna steal it. And they take that when it lands in California, they take it, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, we stole 20,000 bobbleheads. We can't do anything with this." They wanted like furniture and all the other stuff that comes from
Yeah.
overseas.
That's
what they
easy to
wanted.
sell.
They exactly.
Oh, it's a shipment from Alibaba. Great. I can sell this no problem.
100%.
Yeah.
They wanted that, but they accidentally stole 20,000 bobbleheads. Now they're fucked.
People were referencing the episode of The Sopranos where they steal a shipment of Pokemon cards, and
That's
like,
hilarious.
Pokemon cards are not unique, though. You could hypothetically get Pokemon cards anywhere that sells them. You cannot get these
Yeah.
unique items anywhere else but from the Pittsburgh.
You
Penguins.
were crossing your fingers and be like, I hope this shipment container is a shipment of PS5s. You know, because
Yes.
if that's we're taking one and
Yeah.
we hope it's a whole bunch of Xboxes, PS5s, iPhones, you know, something like that, and then we just go sell them over time. But they got fucked, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think. I
is
think.
actually
Listen. So it's an unintentional promotion that turned into an intentional one with the Yager video,
Yeah.
which is still spectacularly executed. So shout out the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't know. I thought following it a little bit. I guess I didn't follow it close enough because I got duped twice.
I got yeah.
Well, this is even more admirable then, because they're making lemons out of
Lemons out of
I have a
Lemons out of
newborn.
lemonade.
That they're making lemonade out of lemons.
If they made lemons out of lemonade, What an amazing, wow, scientifically
That
incredible.
Would be, you know what? It'd be less delicious, but more impressive.
Yeah.
Do you want
100%.
another Timbit to get some more sugar in your
Yeah,
brain?
please. Oh my god.
Fire up.
How much did you sleep last night, by the way?
Last night was not bad.
Yeah? Because
little broken.
Isla's sleeping okay, right?
She's sleeping okay. The system that we have, because like if I'm waking up during the night while working, I'm gonna die. So I stay up a little later, give her the late bottle, go to sleep for not enough time, but still more than my wife, and then wake up early with Leo. That's how that works. It's difficult on nights where there's a Leaf game and then the next day there's a podcast.
Oh, I can't imagine. Playoffs are going to be fun for you.
Oh, you bet.
Because those streams are coming back, sir. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you betcha.
Do we have a little? Do we have a little announcement there?
No. But well, I mean, I think how would we not do them?
By the host being dead.
No, well, we're running you out, sir.
All right.
We're squeezing every last bit out of you. No, I think we can't do the playoffs
agree.
without a Steve Dangles thing. And by the way, anybody
You're
that,
totally right, man.
anybody who doesn't like ASMR is Steve eating a Timbit directly into the microphone. Yeah. So I want to talk about one last thing. The Penguins won the game too.
Yo, that's crazy.
As a
way
Leaf
more
fan,
nuts.
what's that like?
I know.
6-3 over San Jose. San Jose already has almost 50 losses, 42 losses, and then 7 overtime losses.
Oh my god.
So 49 losses.
That's quite
And
poor.
if you're a Penguins fan, you were probably sweating a little bit because after the first period, San Jose was actually up 2-1.